League MVP, man alive. This guy did a lot. Oh, it has to be. It has to be Magic Johnson. Irv.
First of all, God is so good, and what a blessing it is to be here to introduce my friend and a guy who played 14 years in the NBA and made the All-Star team in every single year. When I think about him leading the Lakers to 9 NBA Finals, winning the championship, he's still the only guy in NBA history to lose in the NBA Finals but was named MVP. Isn't that something? That's domination right there. He had the sweetest jump shot we've ever seen. He played both ends because he also played great defense. And what drove Jerry crazy is he was a perfectionist, so he wanted to do everything right. And then when I look at the logo that we have, that's him right there. That means he really changed the game of basketball. We should clap for that because this man is the logo of the NBA. Wow. He led his team, still holds a record, 33 in a row. Man, I see all these great Dr. J, I see Dominique, Ray, David. Man, we couldn't win 33, all of us together in a row. Man, can you believe 33 games in a row? Wow, Chief, what's happening, man? I see you. Billy C is right there. So when I think about Jerry West, the dominant player that he was on the court, but also he's probably been the greatest executive we've ever seen in NBA history. And Bill, good. Thank you, Bill. That's right. When you think about Jerry West, first he drafted myself, led us to 5 NBA championships. He probably pulled off the greatest trade in NBA history, bringing the late, great Kobe Bryant to the Los Angeles Lakers. Let's clap for Kobe right quick, please. He drafted James Worthy. He signed Shaquille O'Neal as a free agent. And then he went on with the Golden State Warriors and helped them out in winning 3 NBA championships. And so this man has had an incredible career in the NBA, and he's a terrific person. He helped me out so much every single day that I was with the Lakers, and I owe him a lot. When I was down, he lifted me up. When I was going what I thought was great, he would come down and say, no, hold on, look, young fella, you still got a lot to prove. And I appreciate that with Jerry. Olympic gold medal winner, and he always was a father figure for every player that played for him. So let's take a look at this incredible man on the video, and then we will bring him out on stage. The incredible Jerry, Mr. Clutch West.
Over to Jerry West, and he's just sensational.
Jerry is one of the greatest players that ever touched the basketball. Jerry averaged in one series over 40 points a game in the playoffs against the Boston Celtics. You gotta be kidding me.
West steals it again. West steals it. West all the way. West scores it.
Great defender, great scorer, great ball handler, great teammate. Probably one of the highest IQ basketball players that I've ever been around. He taught me so much about the game.
Listen to him count it off. The Lakers have done it. The Los Angeles Lakers are the greatest winning team in the history of basketball.
Jerry West built the franchise. He built this wonderful organization, both as a player and a superstar, and as a general manager, the vice president.
Always did a great job as general manager. He always was very passionate about the game. the Lakers, and me personally, we owe Jerry a lot.
First, I'd like to thank the great Jerry West for bringing me here in 1996.
No, he's a brilliant executive. He would reach out to guys and talk to them about being a professional and about stuff that happens away from the court.
Jerry West is the smartest basketball mind I've ever experienced.
One of the most instrumental people, players, executives in the history of the NBA in developing this game.
Well, Mr. Clutch, we want you to come on out. Please give a warm welcome to Jerry West.
First of all, Irvin, I don't know where you got all these adjectives, but thank you for the very kind words. If you don't mind, I really would like to go back in time a little bit and recognize some people here in this audience who are so influential in my life, and people that probably didn't say how much I cared about them, both as players and opponents. But I want to go back to when I was 9 years old. Growing up was difficult where I grew up, very difficult. And every day there was a new surprise around the corner. You know, what awaited me when I got home. And people talk about the mental aspect of life. Well, frankly, it's been very difficult for me to really talk about those issues, but since it's been in vogue, I am going to talk a little bit about it. Growing up in a house where there wasn't love expressed, and I seemed to be the one who attracted all the bad attention. I was a dreamer even then, and I was always hoping that I could find something to make me feel good about myself. And I'm not sure if you people are big readers or not, but there's a lady who just passed away by the name of Joan Didion. There's a book you should read about, she lost.
Come on, look at us, man. Look at the Kimbe. That's like a size 23. See this right here? And so I say, what about the OGs who paved the way? One patent leather shoe at a time. Wearing Oxfords, wingtips, and gaiters. Even sometimes on the court when they forgot their sneakers back at the hotel. Sliding around the court with those shiny bottoms and still putting up 20. I ask you, why isn't there an NBA Fashion Hall of Fame, everybody? With that, I submit the nominees for the inaugural NBA Wearing That Fashion Awards, also known as the WTF Awards. And the nominees are Calvin Murphy. Woo! That man sharp right there. Calvin is the reason Stripes and Solace don't even speak anymore. And the man never made a casino carpet he didn't like. And this one right here, woo! Looking like the owner of a hot nightclub called A Bucket of Blood. Look at him, look at him. Is he on that red carpet or is that red carpet on him? Nobody knows. Nobody knows, but that man got style. And of course, Clyde the Glide Frazier. Woo! Who can deny this man? Putting his bid in for the color red. Here he is looking like a cow with internal bleeding. Look at him. I'm no doctor, but it looks like his hemoglobin is hemorrhaging. I don't know. Somebody get this man a physician. Here he is doing his best coordinating imitation of John Witherspoon from Boomerang. You gotta coordinate. You gotta coordinate. Pow, da, da. And the winner is now, remember, I am from New York City. The profiling, beguiling, and never out of styling. The gliding, walk, Clyde, Frazier. That's my winner right there. You gotta pick that man. Come on. That man be doing it. This is an amazing, amazing time, man, for the NBA, man. It's an amazing time for us to get back out here again, man. And that is it for me tonight, man. I want to thank all of you for filling my life with joy, excitement, and unforgettable memories, man. You guys are truly amazing heroes to any sports fan. And you all are the stuff that dreams are made of. Maybe some of you have given me better dreams than others. You know, I am a Knicks fan, so I do hold a lot of hatred towards a lot of people in this room. Some of you have given me way better dreams than others, and some of you have given me nightmares, but thank you. Thank you just the same. I want to tell everybody, stay safe out there. Peace and blessings, y'all. Now, I welcome your MC and the perfect man for the job, Hall of Famer Ernie Johnson, y'all. Let's go!
Let's hear it again for J.B. Smoove, getting us going today. This is an impressive first few rows over here, man. This is nice. Got a great view of some of the 75. I only have one question at this point, and that would be, how long has it been since Bill Walton put on a blazer? How long, Bill? Is this the first? This is awesome. It looks good on you. Looks good on all the 75 here. Thanks to Cleveland for the hospitality. It is great to be here today. I know things are a little different than we've done things in the past. And it was tough last year. You know, we had the game in Atlanta, but didn't have this gathering. But it is great to see everybody again. It's just a rich morning. And it's about the legends of basketball. It's about their contributions on and off the court. And I have had the pleasure of hosting this event many, many times. And it is, for me, the highlight of the weekend. Let's talk about Cleveland. Got a rich basketball history. Dates back as far as 1894. And since then, players have been doing great things on and off the court to help grow the sport, increase its popularity. Many of those players are represented here today. In fact, we can't talk about this history without taking a look back at the Cleveland Summit of 1967. Celebrate the 55th anniversary of this historic event when black athletes, including Bill Russell, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Jim Brown, Muhammad Ali, among others, came together for the first time to use their platform to express their discontent about a social issue. Since then, our players and legends have continued this cause, most recently at the 2016 ESPYs, and a unified demonstration during the national anthems. This tradition of using their collective voices led the way to the creation of the National Basketball Social Justice Coalition. The coalition was founded in 2020 by the NBA and the NBA Players Association to advance equality and social justice. And because so many of you in this room helped advance greater civic engagement, today we'll award the first ever Legends Social Justice Award to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That will happen in just a few moments. Yeah, go ahead. So things have been different, and things are different this morning, but one thing hasn't changed from the way I opened the show. And I can hear the groans already, because there is poetry involved once again this year. As we, no, thank you, Bill, I appreciate that. And the two or three others who actually applauded. So this kind of, I'm not going to have this year in the poem have anybody stand up and be recognized individually. You don't have to worry about that. But this just kind of catches us up since we weren't together last year. So again, apologies to all real poets. This is mine. Been a couple of years since we gathered this day as we honor the guys we've been blessed to watch play. But the world's been different, I guess you have heard. Our lives upside down, all because of one word. Since our time in Chicago, our very existence has been played out in keeping the right social distance. We mask up and vax up and swirl cotton swabs. We salute frontline angels who excel at their jobs. We've mourned and rejoiced, given thanks and asked why. The chance to laugh, welcome when you just want to cry. We've leaned into faith, tried to limit our fear, and hoped through it all we'd somehow persevere. We saw this league pause in the face of such trouble, and then rise again on the courts of a bubble. Arenas in time were jam-packed with supporters. Things felt kind of normal, at least for 4 quarters. And now we've embarked on this 75th season. We celebrate greatness that goes beyond reason and honor the legends going back to day one when the game we watch nightly had then just begun. There are 76 names on the Diamond team roster with images that every mention will foster. In no real order, I'll list them right now. I got them to rhyme, but I'm not quite sure how. Kareem, Jerry West, the Chuckster and Mello, Nate Archibald, quite a diminutive fellow. Ayers and Barry and Bing, Elgin Baylor. How'd you like to have been Wilt Chamberlain's Taylor? McAdoo, Jason Kidd, Hal Greer and Curry, only 62 left. I will get there, don't worry. There's Kuzi and Sharman and Mikan and Zeke, the Iceman, the Doctor, and of course the Greek Freak. The Chief and the Dream and the Worm and the Glove. There are 51 names left to join the above. The Admiral, the Answer, Pistol Pete, the Big O, Walton and Cowan's the best redheads we know. D. Wade and Westbrook and Moses Malone, Reggie Miller, Ray Allen, they lived in the zone. Drexler and Frazier both answered to Clyde. Get in Shaq's way, there was no place to hide. Have I mentioned to Busher and Ewing and Nash? The bank shot of Sam Jones, nothing but cash. There's Neek and there's Lenny, the 2 Wilkins we see, one spelled with an I and the other an E. A couple of Kevins, Garnett and McHale, 29 names left to wrap up this tale. We got Unseld and Shays, and then we get sentimental when we speak of Bob Pettit and the big fundamental. Chris Paul and Paul Pierce, Willis Reed, Billy C., Stockton the Mailman and Dirk Nowitzki, Jerry Lucas, the Pearl AD and Kawhi, Dame Lillard from 30 feet letting it fly, James Harden and Worthy, Nate Thurmond, KD, Hondo and Scotty, and of course the Big E. By my count, that adds up to 70 stars, and that makes me glad because I run out of bars. There's Kobe and Bird, Bill Russell and Magic. If I left someone out, that would simply be tragic. We end with LeBron and his airness MJ. That's one hell of a team, and that's all I can say. Why, thank you. That was very nice of you. To present our first award, we've got a 12-time